Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Tiana and today we're going to be testing out what I got in my Boxycharm as well as doing a Valentine's Day look. So for the first part I got the Farmacy Clean B cleanser. This is what it looks like, and it says on here that it is soothe and hydrate your skin while lifting dirt, excess oils, impurities, grime, and makeup. It is retailed for $22 and I tried it out in the shower. It was really nice. It actually left my skin pretty smooth because I don't like it whenever cleansers leave them really squeaky because I already have like really dry skin. And so the next part is the No Poreblem primer from Touch and Soul. That one is retail for $18. I already went ahead and moisturized my skin and did my eyebrows, so let's just go in with the primer. So I really only put like not that much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on my skin. I just rub it together. And so I really only have an issue with my pores right here, but my nose is really dry, and so is this area right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my other primer, which is the Honey Dew Me Up from NYX. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit. It's a really sticky, and that totally got all over my nose. And that's exactly where I want it. To start off my eye look, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes using the Angel Eyes. I got this in one of my Boxycharms, and I actually haven't used it yet because I normally use just concealer for my eyes, but I figured why not. So I'm gonna grab a little bit and put it on my eyes. So it actually has some color to it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out using my beauty blender. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and set my eyes using the Pretty Vulgar setting powder. I went ahead and decided to use this one because we do have a Pretty Vulgar item in our Boxycharm. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one here, which I believe is called Shimmering Glam. It's a small contour, but I just go ahead and use it for my eyes. Just gonna grab some of that and set my eye. Alright, next up I'm gonna go in using my Salvake palette from Colourpop. This is what it looks like here, and I'm actually going to go in and start to use, I think this is called Caramelo, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that as my transition shade. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here in the crease. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the color Lola. And then just going to go ahead and soften that up. So, my real name is actually not Tiana, it is Fernanda. But whenever I was younger, So whenever I was younger, my nephew used to call me Nana, but then later on, my other niece, we tried to get her to call me Tia Nana, and that didn't work. She ended up calling me Tiana, so Tiana. Next up, I'm gonna go in using Cafecito. It's like just like a brown, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that right here at the corner so we can just smoke it out a little bit. And I'm literally just pressing that color in right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that towards the inside of my eye. I really don't want a whole lot of this dark color there. I just want a little bit. I'm gonna do the same in the other eye. Press that color in. Oh, and I am actually using this blending brush from Alamar, also from Boxycharm. I really only ever get makeup from Boxycharm because my husband does not want me spending a whole lot of money. But I also get like stuff for Christmas and Valentine's Day. Alright, so next up, I'm going to go in with the color Celosa right here. This is what it looks like swatched. It's very, very pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and put that just on the center of my eye. Actually, you know, I'm going to go ahead and put it all over my lid, and I'm going to use the best brush, my finger. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. I like using my finger because it's a little easier to get right here in the crevices, and it picks up better. Do the same with the other eye. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my blending brush again. This one, it should be fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that those colors blend out into the crease. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the color Estrella. And I'm gonna put that right in the center. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my blending brush again. This one, it should be fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that those colors blend out into the crease. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the color Estrella. And I'm gonna put that right in the center. I'm going to go back in and make sure that this does not look harsh. And again, this brush doesn't really have anything anymore. So far, this is what this looks like. Okay, using the Alamar brush. I'm going to go ahead and just put this right here under. Okay, next up, we also got in our box the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. I've never tried this mascara. It says that it retails for $24, so I mean, that's already paying for the box itself. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. So this is what the wand looks like. We'll see how it applies. So I did get a little transfer right here, but that's not too bad. I got more transfer here. I mean, it could also be my eyes. I have really small eyes. I don't have a whole lot to work with here. So again, I did get transfer right here. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline 24 Hour. I am using the shade Buff Beige. I actually didn't buy this. One of my friends, Lauren, bought this for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right here, and I'll go ahead and use my beauty blender and dot that in. Next up, I'm going to go in with my concealer using the Instant Age Rewind in the color Neutralizer. I'm going to go ahead and just brighten under my eyes right here, down the bridge of my nose, up here. Get rid of this little nasty thing here. Now I'm going to go back in and blend. So now that that's all finished, I'm going to go in with my powder, so the Pretty Vulgar one that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to go ahead and put that under my eyes to bake. And I'm also going to go ahead and put that on the bridge of my nose, right here and right here. So basically all the places that I went ahead and put my concealer on. I'm going to go ahead and let this sit for a while I go ahead and fix the imperfections that I did right there. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. All you have to do is grab a spoolie, which I'm going to go ahead and grab here, and you can go ahead and just scratch that off. And it should be just fine. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and finish my eye. So because I wanted just to do like a pop of color, I'm going to go ahead back in with my Salvake palette. And I'm going to grab the color Vibra right here. And I'm going to go ahead and smoke that right down here. Don't mind my funny faces. Next up, with the same pencil, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the color Caramelo, that first color that we had. And I'm going to go ahead and drag that on the inner corner to the mid part. Now to brighten that other color up a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and go in with Sirena. And blend those colors in together. So you can go ahead and do exactly what I did, or you can go in and put the same colors that we used up here and put them down here. This small pencil brush right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the color Corona, and I'm gonna go ahead and press that in right under in the middle. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and do the inner corner right here of my eye for that pop of color, and I'll do that same color Estrella. I'm going to go ahead and dust my bake off. Using the Wet n Wild one, so clearly I've already hit pan on this, and I use this all the time. And contour my nose using this right here. And I'm going back into that Wet n Wild one. Just going very light with it because this is a very bright or dark color. It's pigmented. Next up, I'm going to go in and go with my blush, which I'm going to be using the Mellow Wine from Wet n Wild. This is one of my favorite colors. I think it's such a beautiful corally pink. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and set my face using the Badescu. So I like to do this right before I do my highlight because it intensifies the color of the highlight. I'm going to be going in with the Pretty Vulgar highlight right here. This was actually also in my Boxycharm. This one was retailed at $32, and this is called Shimmering Swan. Again, this is what it is swatched like. So that is very pretty. I'll go ahead and go in with this Luxie 522 tapered highlight brush. I got this one in my Boxycharm. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my finger and just do this on the bridge of my nose and blend that out. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. That is beautiful. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. So this is the Trestique. It's called Trestique Prime and Glazed Lip Crayon. This is retailed at $25, and so it has this thing that says primer inside. So you use this first, and then you go in with the crayon. So this is just clear. This is what it looks like. So you're supposed to do this first and then go in with the crayon. This is what the crayon looks like. You just go in. So that's what it looks like. So it looks like it's just supposed to be just like a lip balm sort of. So I'm gonna go in with that. And that feels like just like a regular lip balm. So I guess if you just wanted to use this, you could. So this makes it glide on like really, really nicely. So right off the bat, I don't like the shape of this because it makes it really, really weird and it feels weird on my lips. The color is very nice, especially because it's just a very like pinky color, pinky tone. The reason why I think this thing is weird is because, I don't know if you can see right here, but it has these little divots here, and it makes applying it really, really hard. So another cool thing about this though is that it has a magnet right here, so as soon as like you release it, it just snaps on. That is it for my Boxycharm box. In total I got 5 products, and they all totaled out to be $120. So the box is $21 a month, and I got $120 worth. So that is amazing. Even if I didn't really care for this lip product, I mean, it's actually very nice. It's very pretty and it's very pigmented and it looks beautiful. So this is the finished look. This is the finished product. Y'all, so that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. I am Tiana, and please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. See you later.